Hi guys, Jason Birch with Kansas City Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here again to show some dirty tricks. My buddy Sam. We're going to show a modification from a more traditional Kesikami that I found works pretty well for Jiu-Jitsu. So without further ado, right here. Beginning phases, I'm going to start with the basic side control here. And I'm going to give him the option of starting the underhook on this side. When he does, I trap his elbow down and I hold. What gives me better control throughout the transition is I focus more on head control than I do sliding my leg up the side as most people were normally taught. So when I transition here, my hip, my right hip stays connected to his body. I lift his head and I throw this arm under nice and tight. My bicep is already close to his neck and my outside leg creates a counter frame. In the same motion that I'm lifting his head and coming through, I grab the tricep. And when I slide underneath, I bring his shoulder tight to his earlobe here. So now there's no space. I'm keeping everything pretty well anchored to my body. I'm leaning more over his shoulder and his head instead of his body. So should he try to bump and roll or come behind me, there's just no range for him to do it. His arm's too well trapped. From here, I'm going to take this free arm and I'm going to slide it along the line of my body and underneath his elbow here, to point his elbow slightly away from him, from his safety frame. Go hand to hand, right there. Once I'm able to make a comfortable grip, I'm able to do the shoulder lock. So I'm going to push my hip behind it, lift my hands in a similar motion that I would apply pressure for a heel hook, and lean slightly back into his wrist. Usually doesn't take much. So going through the motions again. I have a basic side control. I give him the option of setting the underhook and I trap his arm. Now I make a solid rotation to line myself up with him. As I do, my hip latches over his. I lift his head, I hold his head, and I grab his tricep. From here, I can slide into position, bringing my hip under his shoulder. Everything stays tight, and I'm trying to bring his shoulder as close to his earlobe as possible. From here, most guys are going to apply kind of a defensive grip. They're either going to hold on to the body tight, they'll go palm-to-palm grip. Either way it works. I take this hand, I slide it tight against my abdomen, underneath his elbow, point his elbow out, and go palm-to-palm grip here, trapping his wrist with my arm on top. I'm going to swing my hip underneath, pushing my hands through with the same motion of my hip, and lean slightly back into his wrist. Bang, right there. So go easy on that. It usually doesn't take much if you have the arm in the right position. I like to visualize pushing his elbow in an arc over his head. Cool? You all right? Still alive? Okay. Thanks for watching.